It's the third day, I don't got a second in the first place. Ain't no second chances in my birthplace. You can't put a phoenix in the birdcage, just that Hermes. Thrice great.
Hello everyone and welcome to my review of the 59 Patton. This tank's been on sale a couple times, but why we're really here to review it is because just this update, it copped itself a little buff, but it's monumental nonetheless. Now, last update and this update still, it has a massive hatch that previously only had 66 millimeters of armor. But now it copped a massive buff, so now it's 178. So that's more than... So that's just about 112 millimeters just got stacked on. So now you can play with a little more confidence, knowing that you won't get pinned as much. But really, it didn't change too much how the tank actually plays, or how I play it. So let's just run you through some of its statistics. It's got some pretty decent penetration. It's not the best on its AP. It's got 180 millimeters, so you'll struggle to put that in if you don't really know how to use it. But on its heat, it actually has the second best heat, the second best premium ammunition in Tier 8 in terms of medium tanks, at 268 millimeters. You're actually 2 behind most of your Russian Tier 8 heavy tanks. 225 damage on the AP, 190 on the heat, 270 on the HE, although you will not get to use it as much. And it's got 10 degrees of gun depression. Now that's pretty standard, but unlike a lot of other tanks in Tier 8, say for example a Centurion, it actually has great turret armor. Up here, as you can see, it has 177 on the front, 76 on the sides, and 50 on the rear. The tank itself has got 100 on the front, 80 on the sides, and 100 on the rear. So you're pretty armored all around. It's got a fairly decent engine power. It'll have a little trouble traveling up hills and whatnot, but otherwise it's just perfect. Now here's why I think this is one of the best tanks in Tier 8 in terms of mediums. It's got the best view range at 286. It's got a great camera value, although that's not really too important. It's got 2,400 DPM. That's pretty standard, but it's also aim time is 3.3 seconds, so you can make a lot of shots on the move very easily. And with all the armor you have, you'll be able to beat any one tank in a 1v1. Now that's not too much saying, but for most tanks, they have a hard time doing that. And previously, the T-49 could pin the hatch on top of the tank with its HE and heat, but if you move around, it'll still have lots of trouble as the armor is much more thicker. Now let's get into my first game on Vineyards. It's just gonna really showcase how you can play the tank a lot of the time if you're not trying to really be frontlining. Just find a hill to really sit on. Now this battle is a game in a Tier 9 game, but even as is, when you're using when you're using your maximum gun depression, you've got over 250 millimeters of effective armor, so no one's really pinning your turret. The only real weakness is going to be that hatch. Right away, we spot the M103, E50, KPF PD-70, and Tiger 2. Get one shot into the PD-70, and then another into the M103. Just shoot the gear and not give him any angles on us. This battle is going to really be straightforward. We're not going to do too much moving from this spot. And no one can really get a shot on us because of our newfound armor. And this tank has a a really nice reverse speed, so you can get in and out of your spots very quickly. It's a little sluggish on the startup. We try to get a shot into that tank there, but we miss. And now we're just sitting here and waiting for somebody to pop up. We see the T-49 and the M103 coming, but the T-49 is going to try to come and get an HE shot into a hatch, which, like I said previously, could actually be pinned by HE from the T-49. But now, it'll just be splash. He hit us square in the hatch, but it only did 182 damage. So you really have less to worry about in terms of getting hit by a massive alpha shell from a T-49. We see the KPF-T-270 put one into his track wheel. We haven't used any of the heat this battle. And if you don't spam the heat, then you can actually make lots of credits. I don't know the exact statistics on its credit coefficient, but it seems to be very good. As if you do good, you can make credits. Now we're gonna come and focus on this T-49, trying to finish him off. He's gonna get one more shot into us, but it's mainly just gonna splash back to him, and we finish him off for a second kill. Off by the OHG horses. And our team finished that one up, and we end on 3.3k damage. And I think that game really showcases just how strong the turret can be, and the fact that no one actually focused us when we were using our maximum gun depression. But the tank's not just all about gun depression. Unlike some of its counterparts, it actually has a great accuracy. And if you are stuck in between ever getting this or the Type 59, just go with this. It's more of a unique playstyle, as there's nothing really like it in the game. You have great hull and turret armor. You can get around the battle pretty easily. Putting shots in on the move isn't a problem. But its engine power is not that great. We only got up to 15 kilometers on that little incline there. But that's one of the reasons why I like this thing. It's quick but not fast. You'll get where you need to go, just not at crazy rate. We try to get into the shot into that charioteer, but the BK-100 hits us and throws our aim off. And we're going to put some shots into this T-44 here for a second. He can, with the position we're in, he can actually win. We stick one to his underplate, and we put one more in before he backs off the plate. Now I'm just trying to decide who should I shoot, Scorpion G or T-44, and I slide off the Scorpion G. I can put some HE into his back and get some higher damage. You guys already know I'm a carrot though. Put a second one into the LTTB, and you're really gonna have to get good with the predictor shots. Shooting a little ahead of the tank and letting the tank just walk into it, because it doesn't have a good shell velocity. So you're really gonna have to watch out for that. Now I was wary of the Scorpion G, but we take one on the turret, it bounces off, and we get back up on the hip because we know he's on a reload for at least 9 seconds. We put one into IS-5's turret with our premium ammunition. We're actually going to end this battle on a decent amount of damage here. We didn't do much spotting, but you really can start getting the bounces in Tier 7 as well as Tier 8 battles. In tier 9, your armor is really not too effective. At least your hull armor. And we get a bounce from the IS-5 on our track. That is more lucky. But if you move around, this actually becomes a the Scorpion G feathers one in. That's the first shot we take in this game. We take a quick one into the IS-5 and then aim in on the back of this turret to get one more. And that's the accuracy of this tank coming into play. But reload just wasn't fast enough to get in that last shot. And now we're going to try to move around to finish off the Scorpion G here in a second. He actually moved a little bit from where I expected him to be until around that corner. But he gets a bounce on our tracks and we bounce on his. But our reload's much faster, finishing off us again our second kill. And we end that battle on 3.1k damage, almost 3.2. Made 35,000 credits. If we were to have had a premium account activated, we'd have made 69,000. And our last battle is on Falls Creek. These were actually the first 3 games I had for this new update. Had to export them all over to my laptop though. So this battle is a tier 8, tier 7 battle. And we're moving out to the medium tank side to see if we get any resistance from the enemy mediums. It turns out that they all went heavy side. So we're gonna go over there in just a second, see what we can see. This tank will actually move pretty quickly if you get it on flat ground, but once you start driving over hills and all that, is when it'll actually start to suffer from its lack of maneuverability or high speed forwards. But its maneuverability is top tier, and I actually might have been able to sneak an HE into the rear of the T-34 too. But we just play it safe and run with the AP. Check to see if we can put an HE in. And now we're trying to move down. I would have preferred to shoot the back of that Chiwi right there with HE, but we have to finish this guy off ASAP. Our buddy misses, and we take him out for our first kill. And finally we can start putting the HE in on the back of this Chiwi. He doesn't really even try to shoot us. He has a very bad penetration, so he can barely hit. And now we're gonna start fighting over on this KV3. We get a bounce on our side, and he comes in trying to finish us off. And he actually tracks us, which I didn't expect to happen. But we repair it and immediately start putting the shots in. And now it's just a matter of finishing off the last 4 enemy targets. We're trying to finish off that SU right there. So we move around, get a nice snapshot into his track. The track is there, and someone finishes him off. We put one into the IS. We could have stayed back and finished off the AT-15, but you gotta get that damage sometimes. And fighting an AT is really a waste of time. So we put one into the IS's back, and before he turns around, we finish him off. And the KV and this T-34, which has actually a great penetration on its AP shells, we're gonna try to circle him, but we're not that fast. And he gets a bounce on our turret. The turret armor is really strong, and we finish him off for our third kill. And that's just the end. We end the battle on 4.7k damage. We probably could have got 5 if we had just moved a little faster and not wasted time around on the medium tank end. We made 63,000 credits. Now, if we were to have had a premium, which I didn't have equipped at the time, we'd have made 112,000 in that one battle. I don't think we shot any of the premium ammunition. So that's just about the end of my review, guys. If you liked, make sure to leave a like, comment your opinions, or if you have the tank, should you get it or not. I really think that if it comes out again, you should. In hindsight, because it is a good tank. And I've had it for quite a while. And over that time, I've actually gained a 70% win rate in it. Over almost 900 battles. Just about 900. If you guys do have the tank from a previous sale, make sure to comment your opinions on it, what you like and don't like. And I hope to see you soon.